the pixel tree, everybody. This is the type of technology that you're used to seeing on those holiday light fight, Christmas holiday light shows that you see. The people that have those extraordinary front yards with these crazy moving lights. But those people have to actually string lights and coordinate them to match the music that they're playing, and it's a lot of work to do all of that with regular lights. It's possible, but it's a lot of work. What Santa's Best has done for you is all the technology is ready for you at the press of a button with this super high-tech remote that you're getting with it, super easy to use. Let me get out of the way so you can see. Aren't these gorgeous? So they're gonna do 43 different looks for you and 15 different patterns. We have a 5-foot tree and we have a 7-foot tree, and they are on 6 easy pays, our most generous easy payment plan. So the 5-foot tree is 6 payments of under $42, and the 7-foot is 6 payments of under $67. They look great in a set of 2, which is what I bought if you're able to do that. But the thing is, the star is on the tree, but it's removable, so you can use this year-round if you want to for lots of different things. Mary was on at midnight, and I heard her say she loved the red, white, and blue. And she's from a military family, and my husband is a veteran. I love this whole look. Look how incredible that is for all of your patriotic holidays. So anyway, advanced orders are shipping out to you the end of this month, which means you don't even have to put it away. You can get it right out of the box and put it up. And by the way, when you put it back down, it's flat. So it folds flat. You take the pole apart, it squishes down to the ground, and the lights don't burn out. They don't come off. They're already strung. You don't have to do anything to it. It's an amazing holiday decorating investment that you're going to use year after year after year. Dan Byrne, come on in here. Do you want to walk over here to these?
Sure.
Okay, so Dan Byrne, as you know, is our expert from Santa's Best. He's involved with developing these products. I think I saw you march down the hallway with this like a year ago in the spring.
Yes.
Because you were working on this really cool idea for QVC.
Yeah, we've actually been working on this for over 3 years now, and really why it's taken so long is because this is truly absolutely groundbreaking.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Each one of these lights, these pixel lights, if you will, the ones that you see at your big stadiums.
Well, these are what they use at the stadiums and the professional, Times Square, and the professional decorating places where you go to see those magnificent holiday displays. And sometimes you can find somebody who's really quite good at decorating their home, but they have had to do this the hard way.
And those are only electrical engineers. They need a computer, they need a full server.
It's very difficult.
And by the way, they don't have really any of the replaceability that we do.
Right.
Each one of these come with extra bulbs, but each one of these, and what the amazing part about the Pixel technology is, each one of these is smart. They have their own chip in it. So as you can imagine the detail that goes into these, so each light is talking to the next. So we're able to create this sort of symphony of lights, and we can have arrows go back and forth. We can have this rainbow effect.
It's almost like a robotic computerized Christmas tree light. I mean, all of the lights can do all of the colors, and they talk to each other and tell which color to turn on.
Right.
It's pretty amazing.
It is, and it's 360 degrees, so you can see through it, and you can put it right in the center of your lawn and be able to get a view from all angles, whether you're looking from outside, looking in, or inside looking out, and to have these fun patterns, but it also has year-round capabilities, because if you want to, say, do a red one for Valentine's Day, this star,
you can make it red and white, you can make it red, white, and blue, you can do any combination of colors, you can do all these different chasing patterns. It's really cool. This is, I know there's a lot of friendly competition that goes on with gardening.
Right.
There's even more friendly competition that goes on with Christmas decorating in neighborhoods. And this is going to be the big wow on your street. Nobody else is going to have it unless they're watching QVC and they decide to get their own. Everyone's going to be doing the slow crawl past the curb of your house because it will look so incredibly cool. Now, you can also put this inside. It's for indoor or outdoor. When the lights are turned off, it's a green cage, for lack of a better word.
Right.
Powder-coated metal so it doesn't get rusty, and you see right through it. So it doesn't look like a big unlit blob in your front yard. I think you've done an excellent job with that as well.
Yeah, we figured we wanted to make it super convenient so that you have that conical shape that really does fold flat, so it's very easy to assemble and very easy to store. But as you can see, leave it up all year long, because as we run through those features, you can see you have that snowy white. You can see that you have that red, white, and blue moving up and down. And then this merge is one of my favorites.
Look at that.
And that's the beauty of this
Isn't that
pixel.
so cool? Imagine that in front of your house. Now, here's what I want to say. I'm going to say this right off the bat. If you guys are looking at the price of this and being a little leery of thinking, gosh, that sounds like a lot of money for a Christmas decoration, this is why you shop at QVC. We have brands like Bose with those $500 radios that you don't want to buy unless you get it from us, because we have Easy Pay.
Right.
We have Dyson here, which is very expensive. Nobody buys it unless they get it from QVC because we have Easy Pay. It's the same thing with these high-end trees that we're debuting today with this pixel light technology. First of all, nobody else has these except us. Santa's Best did these exclusive for us for the entire holiday season of 2019. You will not be able to buy these elsewhere till next year. And when you do, you will not get this Easy Pay plan. And they could be more money than what we're offering today.
Right.
I just think take a chance. This is holiday returns. You've got all the way through this entire season to have this out in your yard. Use it, love it. If you don't want to keep it for whatever reason, you've got all the way till the end of January to return or exchange it. Take a chance on picking this up with an Easy Pay opportunity today with any major credit card for around $40 or so for the 5-foot tree, about $67 for the larger 7-foot tree. And altogether, if you wanted to get two, it's about $100 on your credit card. And then you will have these incredible trees for the season. I think they look really amazing in groups.
They do. They really do. I mean,
use the Easy Pay. This is when I don't use Easy Pay on many things.
Right.
I don't use Easy Pay on little things that aren't that expensive. But this is why I love Easy Pay, when we have something like this that now I have the opportunity to get it and not fill up the whole balance on my credit card.
Yeah, and not only that, you don't need to buy any other decorations.
That's right.
Because this is your statement piece. You talked a little bit about driving around. You know, my fondest memories growing up is when we all jumped in the car, we had our pajamas on, and we would drive around and figure out. And I've carried on that tradition with my family. And we look around the house, we drive for literally hours and say, ooh, I like that one. And we remember, and then we'll drive by again and say, look, can we go buy our favorite? I can guarantee you that when you put this out, people will be driving by your house and say, wow, that is the most unique, most beautiful light display I've ever seen.
I'm just telling you, because you know, you guys, I love shopping with you. I know a lot of you shop with me every time I'm on. And I understand I'm on a budget too, but I just think it's Christmas. You're gonna absolutely be so happy you bought this.
Yeah.
And you know, I had to think about it a couple times too. I'm like, well, can I get that? Should I get that? And then I kept looking at the video and I watched the midnight kickoff and I thought, there is no way I'm not getting this.
Right.
It's just so incredibly cool. So Dan, here's what I wanted to have you do, and I'm gonna get a little bit out of order here, Scott, upstairs. Could you kind of walk us through some of these patterns? Because I know you're hitting your remote and doing a lot of
I'm sorry,
different,
I get a little...
But that's okay. I want everybody to actually see all the different things it can do. Can we pause for a moment and just kind of clickety-click through each thing? Because there are 43 different varieties and on 15 different modes, right?
Right.
Is that how you say it?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
So why don't we just start at the top, because there's some really neat ones. If you look at this arrow display, I mean, it literally looks like an arrow that is reversing back and forth, and that's because the intelligence, the smartness, if you will, of these bulbs are able to talk to each one of them. So you don't need a crazy amount, you don't need wires or anything, you literally have the intelligence of the bulbs. So that's our arrow. This one is really amazing. It's sort of serene and just doing a circular formation
that
with those
almost kind
pixels.
of looks like a circus tent.
Yes,
I love that.
But if you do mention circus, let's do, how does
Then
this
there's
look
another
first?
one.
And
Isn't
this
that
is
cool?
actually called circus.
Oh my
so
gosh,
we
it's
thought that this looked like Ringling Brothers and all of, you know, the beautiful circus that we remember growing up.
I'm going to keep interrupting you, and I apologize because I have all these questions like our customers. So as we're going through this, could I do that pattern with just one or two colors?
A lot of these patterns do have different colors.
Okay.
So the circus, obviously we kept it to the circus themed multis, okay? But like some of these, like this sparkle, for instance, we want to be able to give you options. So this sparkle can be done in your red, your green, your blue, your purple.
So that's like all one color.
Right.
And the star stays white at the top.
Yes, and this star is removable, so if you want to keep them up all year long. And I'll show you a couple of other, the high points, if you will. Now it's 43, we can go through all of them, but really the important thing is find the one that you like. You can put it on timer, it will have memory.
I like this one.
This one is one of my
favorites.
favorites.
That's like a Santa Claus hat. I love that one.
And it is.
See, it turns into a candy cane.
Exactly. And then, of course, we have a little bit of blue, so
really cool.
if you're decorating in silvers, this will look really neat. We have green as that comes together, and the vibrancy of these pixel lights is truly amazing. We're able to create this brightness, but this crispness. In the infancies of LED, you could have bright, but you couldn't have crisp. It all shimmered. It sort of moved back and forth. But now through pixel and the intelligence of these, we can create both the illumination and that crispness.
And see how the patterns change seamlessly. There's no like jarring little halt.
Right. And
There's no pause. They just go from one to the next. Now, let me ask you this question.
Sure.
If I wanted to keep doing one pattern only, can I set it to do that, or will it keep changing into different things?
Absolutely. So this is a color cycle right now, and this is literally just going to go through and give you a good example of all the different color ways that we can do this. And then once I find my color that I like, or my colorway, or my function, I'll go ahead and on my remote control, all my power remote
control. Here we go with the close-up. Okay.
They will all wink at me. That lets me know that we are now in timer mode. This will be 6 hours on, 18 hours off.
And it'll just do what I set it to do, that pattern and those colors. They
have memory. So all of these, on top of being smart, they have good memory. So they will remember each night wherever your setting is.
Now, I think I heard you say at midnight there's also a setting where you can keep it like going through all the different things automatically if you want it to do that, right?
Yeah, so this is a great example of all the different features on there. So if you hit Light Show, Light Show will run through gently on the 43 different functions. So it'll go from arrow, then it will go through our beautiful diamond pattern, and then as it gets to other ones, like our next one being our diagonal, you'll notice that it will go diagonal, red, then it'll go diagonal with the blue, and gently morph through. I don't know, it's about 15 or 20 seconds. So if you really want to wow people as you go by, put it on your light show, put it on your timer, and you'll have this come on every single night.
I mean, every time your neighbor drives by, it'll be doing something different if you want it to.
Absolutely.
And so a lot of the questions are coming in about the remote. So this seems really complicated. But it's not.
Sure, and
so
let me show you.
Really, it's a high-tech remote, but it's also very simple.
Yeah, so just to show you how simple that is, first of all, it uses 2 AAA batteries. If it was more complex, you would have to need obviously a lot more than that. This is so simple. You just run through and hit your button, and then go ahead, hit it again, and we can get to our red, we can get to our blue. All very easily laid out, but you know what? I find when I give my kids a remote, all they do is hit the buttons and it doesn't matter to them. And you'll notice the range on this remote. We're able to control all of the lights in this entire studio, and you think about the interference that might be in here, that just shows you can be in your house, and from the comfort of your living room, you can create this magical lighting effect.
I mean, you're gonna have so much fun just scrolling through these and picking your favorite. And you could do a different one every single night if you want to. Again, it's a 6-hour timer, and we did testing on this, so if you have it in timer mode and you have it on continuously in timer mode, so it turns itself on and off every day for 6 hours for 2 months. You're only using $1.50 worth of electricity.
Which is amazing.
$1.50 for 2 whole months.
If you think about it, it's RGB LED pixel. So that sounds really confusing, but what you need to know is it's low voltage. As you mentioned, it's inexpensive, but it is also very rich with technology. And you can see how cool is this. I consider this my sort of Charlie Brown setting, if you will, like that red and green, and I can just hear the Christmas music in the background, you know. So it has something for everybody. My daughter, for instance, loves the rainbow. She thinks it's so magical to watch it sort of.
It's like a unicorn.
Yeah. And that's what she's in love with.
So pretty.
She's
I love that.
Perfect 4-year-old age.
So she's 4. How sweet. I bet she's going crazy over this.
Yeah, she loves it.
I heard you say too you have one in the house that your kids have in their playroom or something.
I put it in their basement, and they're absolutely mesmerized by it. And then they each pick a favorite setting and get to use it for the day.
So maybe you don't have things decorating your yard like this other than at Christmas. So even just for the holiday season, this is spectacular and well worth the money. But don't forget, you can leave this out. You can change it to your favorite football football team colors. You can change it to Easter colors or Valentine colors or St. Patrick's Day colors and have it out for every holiday. I would definitely have this out along with my American flag in the red, white, and blue for 4th of July and Memorial Day. And, you know, Veterans Day is coming up, and I'm married to a veteran, and we love our red, white, and blue at our house. And you can do that with a couple of different patterns here, which I think is great. So if you're just tuning in, here's a video of how easy it is to set up. There's 2 pieces to this pole, right? There's a base.
That's exactly, there's a base.
And then you put the pole in the base.